Hello everyone, it's Old Guardian here. In this video I'm going to take a look at what's going to happen to Warrior in the standard rotation. It's a big standard rotation with the core set coming in and basic and classic sets rotating out of the standard format, as well as all expansions from 2019 rotating out, so a lot of cards are leaving and Warrior is losing so many cards. On the other hand, Warrior has more archetypes that are playable than any other class, so it can afford to lose a ton of cards and it might still be okay. Let's look a little bit deeper into that. From basic and classic sets, Warrior is basically losing these cards: Heroic Strike, Shield Block, Cockron Elite, Arcanite Reaper, Inner Rage, Battle Rage. So card draw, some of that burst is going away, more card draw, some armor generation is going away. Upgrade is also going away, so some weapon buffs are going. Alright, these affect some archetypes, but then what? Caligon's Awakening was extremely good for Warrior. Warrior was the class that benefited from the adventure the most. Risky Skipper. That has been so instrumental in so many Warrior decks. Most Warrior decks use Risky Skipper and it's so good. It's now going away from standard format alongside Bomb Wrangler and Boom Squad. Descent of Dragons was one of the strongest expansions of all time, and Warrior definitely got its share, with Galagrond the Unbreakable, then some Pirate Synergy, Sky Raider, Sky Barge, Ankar. Ankar has been the centerpiece of all the decks, because it's just so good. Tutors for your specific cards and wow. Evil Quartermaster, some armor, lucky generation, ramming speed, board clear tool that didn't see much play outside of Highlander decks, Highlander decks also going away, and Deathwing Mad Aspect, of phenomenal board clear tool. Then again, Warrior just keeps getting good stuff in every expansion anyway, so looking at Saviors of Uldum, well, Hack the System is going away, all the quests are going away. Then again, the Warrior quest never see much play anyway, so it doesn't really matter. Frightened Flunky and Armageddon, this sort of Taunt Warrior wasn't played much lately, now it's going away regardless. But Bloodstone Mercenary, that has seen so much play. Copying ETCs, copying Charge Minions, copying Rattlegores, whatever. It's just really great card. Liveron Lance and Restless Mummy and Plague of Wrath also had their time, but none of them are seeing a lot of play right now. And remember Rise of Shadows, that expansion that was kind of a in-between, a little bit of weak expansion? Well, not so for Warrior, because it defined an entire archetype, which is the Bomb Warrior. Clockwork Goblin, Wrench Caliber, Blastmaster Boom. Boom. Bomb Warrior is finally going away. It has been with us for 2 years because it was introduced in the first expansion of 2019, but now it's finally rotating out. Other cards that are leaving: there's Omega Devastator, didn't see much play lately, was played extensively earlier. Then some of this Big Warrior support: Womb Reaver, which doesn't even see play in the current Big Warrior, and Dimensional Ripper, which does. So Warrior is losing a lot of cards, but Warrior is also a class that seems to be getting good cards in every expansion always. So does this matter? Looking at the current Big Warrior list, for example, we can see that Big Warrior is losing... oh, it's losing Shield Block and Dimensional Ripper. It's actually not losing much of anything. Looking at Dimensional Ripper statistics, because usually these cards that cheat out minions in big decks, they are the most important cards, but Dimensional Ripper is a 10-cost card, and it's actually a pretty mediocre in performance. Big Warrior is fine without Dimensional Ripper, it doesn't even need the spell to survive. It still has access to tons of board clears, it still has access to Barricade, it still has access to Commencement, it still has Rattlegore. Right now, it looks like Big Warrior could be one of the surprising survivors of the standard rotation. But there are other Warrior decks that are getting hit harder, like Enrage Warrior. It's kind of hard to kill your opponent with Enrage minions if you can't enrage them. No Inner Rage, no Skipper, not even Battle Rage to draw cards. No Bloodstone Mercenary to make copies, no Cockron Elite, so the only charge minion left is the Gromash. And it's now so hard to deal damage to these minions, to deal the incremental damage and get them enraged, and yeah, maybe there's still some way. I mean, there is still Grom, there is still Shield of Honor, but this deck is definitely losing a lot. Same can be said for Sylas OTK Warrior. Theoretically, you can still do the Sylas OTK. You still have Sylas Darkmoon, you still have Soulbound Ashtongue, you still have Shield Slam. You can give your Soulbound Ashtongue to your opponent and you can Shield Slam it. But how do you generate the armor? So much armor generation is going away. Yeah, you have like Armor Vendor, that's 4 damage already from your Shield Slam, that's not really going to do it. You're losing this Skipper, Bloodstone Mercenary, Armorsmith type of combo, which just allowed you to get 30 plus armor in a single turn. You still have Armorsmith, but you don't have a way to just deal the damage that would then turn into armor. So we'll have to wait and see what comes in Forged in the Barrens, because the Sylas combo is still there, it's still waiting, just to find out if there's a way to get enough armor. A pure Pirate Warrior is probably going away because Ankar is going away, Skybarge is going away, but this sort of Rush Warrior that has been played recently, this one actually looks pretty interesting considering the new expansion. I mean, sure, it's losing Ankar, it's losing Upgrade, Dread Corsairs are gone, Captain Greenskin is gone, but there are still a lot of pieces left. ETC is still here. You maybe can't pull off the full ETC combo anymore because there's no Bloodstone Mercenaries, so that sort of combo ETC deck is kind of dead. But this sort of ETC deck that can do smaller things, that can use Bumper Cast, turn those into damage, deal some damage to face with weapons, use Nitro Boost poisons, imprison the Canarchs, all of that stuff is still going to stay in standard format, as is the Steel Dancer and Dr. Krastinov. So it looks quite likely that some kind of this sort of aggressive, rush-based warrior deck can be built for Forged in the Barrens meta as well. In conclusion, Warrior is losing more cards than any other class, and many of its archetypes are just going to crumble and die. And it still has more archetypes left that look perfectly viable. Like, yeah, it's always good to be a warrior.
Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed the show, please click the like button and subscribe to my channel for more.